Tonight's story, we followed Jeff Lang, a registered polysomnographic technologist, as he prepared a patient for sleep study at Lifeline Therapy Sleep Disorder Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Well, when they first come in, I introduce myself and show them where they're going to be sleeping for the night, and then to just kind of talk to them about what we're looking for. You know, obstructive sleep apnea. A lot of them, they don't know what that means. Talking to them about that makes them much more comfortable when you tell them exactly what they're here for, specifically what you're looking for. Oh no, they're not going to hurt at all. I'm going to put a little bit of cleaner on each spot where I'm going to put an EEG lead. And that cleaner, it's a little abrasive, but other than that, it doesn't hurt at all. There's nothing about this that hurts.
Various sensors and monitoring devices are used to evaluate an individual's sleep and breathing during the night. Each sensor helps collect different information. Electrodes on the head, eyes, and chin help assess general sleep. A soft wire between the nose and upper lip helps measure airflow. Belts on the chest and abdomen are used to measure breathing. Electrodes show leg movements. And a fingertip sensor monitors blood oxygen level.
While they're sleeping, we have a computer station for each patient, and we can see each patient via video, and they're monitoring, and we are continually changing things on the computer as they go from their back to their side to their back, sleeping on their belly.
Sleep apnea is usually treated with positive airway pressure, more commonly known by the acronym PAP or PAP.
Okay, Phil, this is the positive airway pressure mask. We've seen through the course of the night that you do snore and you do have periods where your breathing stops and slows down. So now we're going to go ahead and put the mask on you, and you're going to get this positive airway pressure that's going to splint your airway open so you no longer have these respiratory events. The most satisfying thing is that it doesn't, especially in the more severe cases, you know someone has obstructive sleep apnea or sleep disorder right away, and to put them onto therapy with positive airway pressure and to have them wake up and feel like a new person, literally, that they haven't slept like that in years, that's just tremendous. You're making a difference right off the bat.
There are various types of PAP therapies which sleep professionals prescribe for specific reasons. Continuous positive airway pressure, or Cpap, provides one constant level of pressure on inspiration and exhalation. This fixed pressure splints the airway open and prevents the obstruction and apnea from occurring. Another form of therapy is Cpap with C-Flex. C-Flex monitors your individual breathing patterns and lowers the pressure at the beginning of exhalation to make exhaling easier. It then raises the pressure to a set level before the end of exhalation to prevent the obstruction and apnea from occurring. With C-Flex, you can select the level of pressure relief that's most comfortable for you. The lower pressure at the beginning of exhalation provides added comfort. It also helps to reduce leaks around the mask and mouth and the discomfort they can cause. In some cases, your sleep specialist may recommend alternative therapies. Automatic positive airway pressure monitors the upper airway and adjusts the pressure throughout the night on a breath-to-breath basis. With bilevel therapy, two different levels of pressure are used to splint the airway open. Lower pressure is delivered during exhalation, and a higher pressure is delivered during inhalation. Both automatic positive airway pressure therapy and bilevel therapy are available with Flex technology. Personalized pressure relief and fewer leaks will help to increase comfort with these alternative therapies.
We spoke with a group of people with OSA to find out what they think is the most important information to share with the newly diagnosed individual. I'd like to thank all of you for coming today and sharing your experiences about OSA and Cpap therapy. We'd like to welcome Lanita and Dave Myers, Raul Guevara, Dr. Matthew Abraham, Peggy Jennings, and Dee Stanley. What do you think is the most important information that you could share with someone who's just been diagnosed with OSA?
Imagine having treatment where you don't have to take medicine, you don't have to have surgery, you don't have to go to weekly follow-up visits to the doctor. There's a solution to the way you're feeling without medicine, without surgery, without any invasion into your life, and it's going to change your life, and it's easy to do.
I'm a physician who practices in this field of sleep, and the spouses and the people around you are vital for the information. A lot of times we have no awareness of the sleep problems, and the people around you have to tell you that there's a problem for you to really know it's there. Right. In other words, you may just feel sleepy, sure, but you think there's nothing wrong with your sleep. Sure. And actually that's not normal, and many times the people around you will notice those problems.
You know, hunting camp stories, nobody sleeps at hunting camp. I mean, I think anybody goes to hunting camp, there's always 2, 3, 4 guys in the house that are, you know, you put them back in a corner somewhere and close the door and just hope that you can sleep on the other end of the cabin.
My last camp story before being diagnosed 10 years ago, I remember vividly because I got back late to the room where we bunked after a card game, and my roommate had very carefully taken all of my clothes and all of my things and placed them outside the door in the hallway and had locked the door and would not let me back in, and there were 2 or 3 of us, so they would assign the people who snore and had apnea together. There are 3 guys who were with me on that trip who are now all on Cpap machines.
Well, in my case, I did know, but I was in denial, see? So I knew that I probably had it, and I was told that I probably had it, but I was just not going to go and have a sleep study done because I thought in my head, there's nothing wrong with me, and I just snore because I'm tired when I first go to bed. Damage is being done, whether you know or whether you're in denial.
This is something serious that people deny exists in their life, and they try to attribute the cause to other things, a stressful work environment, or I'm going through a rough time right now, or I've always been that way, or I sleep fine, I just snore, you know. Why wouldn't you go to the doctor for that?
That's true. And I know it took you the longest to get to a sleep lab. What were your apprehensions? What was your fear?
I could not imagine sleeping with a mask on, and I just denied that there was anything wrong with me. And after I finally did go to the lab, I watched, there were 4 other patients there besides myself, and I watched them connect these people up to whatever. And I said, they're not doing that to me tonight. And they said, you ready to go to bed yet? I said, nope. And I mean, glue and whatever other stuff, wires all out of your head, off your chest, everywhere. I said, now how do they expect you to sleep with all that stuff on you? I finally gave in and let them hook me up, and I slept. I slept that night.
My reaction when the doctor said you have sleep apnea was show me the videotape from the sleep lab. I don't believe it. I felt like I had slept a great 6 hours in the sleep lab. Then you look at the videotape and you look at the numbers, and it's scary. That night I felt wonderful. The next day, we're all in the Respironics club now. The next day it was the beginning of the rest of my life, basically, and I think if you talk to these guys, they'll tell you the same thing.
When I woke up in the morning, I couldn't believe how good I felt. And then I just wanted to find out how soon I could get one of those machines to take home.
Right.
Because I wanted to keep on feeling that good.
Sure.
So it was amazing.
I've never felt so great. I've never felt so great. And I just would like to say to anybody who's listening or who might see this video, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to feel better. You owe it to yourself to find out what's going on with your body and to do something about it. And it's not as bad as I thought it was.